Dorcas, I meet a lot of young talents, and it's football first, then basketball, and then some athletics, you know, good on the tracks, and then trying to get to the field. Why did you choose badminton? Tell me that story.
I was in primary school when my coach came the other time, like I was in primary 5, I think. Then because of my stature and the way I used to do, then my teacher just said, okay, just take Dorcas along, like she will be very good. Then thanks to my coach then and my class teacher then, and thanks to my parents for the support. And so, sometimes I like being unique. I don't go for what so many people like contest for. I like to be like going for something different. So I don't like football, I don't like tennis. So I prefer playing badminton then because it's a lot of fun in playing badminton. A lot of fun. Even when you see in the shuttle, it's, you know, it gives you more joy. Like, I want to go into this, I think. That's really
I remember the first time I saw a shuttle, like, I mean, how does this thing fly
it's very
around?
different,
and it's so light.
It gives a lot of meanings when it comes to shots.
What sort of badminton player are you?
So,
what sort of player? Are you offensive? Are you defensive?
I'm an attacker, then sometimes I go for defense. I can say it depends on the kind of player I'm playing with, because the coach that trains me doesn't train me in one way. So it depends on the kind of player I'm playing with. That is when I'll bring in, whether it's to defense or to attack.
President, you've said you've given a charge to the coaches. Let's get more Dorcas, let's get more Anus, get more Godwins, if possible, get more Clements also, because Clement has done so well. And Dorcas just mentioned now that our coaches go on the internet to get modern trends in the sport. It's imperative we train our coaches.
Oh, in fact, it's something we cannot, it's not debatable, it's not something we are going to compromise on, because the technical department is very critical. It's the foundation. You can't give what you don't have. If the coaches are not well equipped, they will not be able to train these players. So we are looking seriously at that area. We are going to organize courses for them, and we are going to refresher courses also. We'll bring in resource people from outside the country to come and take them. And sometimes when we identify some good courses going on outside the country, we'll try and get sponsorship for them to go out. But like I have charged the coaches, this is not a time for anybody to be lazy anymore. In badminton, it is what it is the product in court is what will determine how good you are as a coach. It's how many players you produce. I can tell you, some of the players we discovered, we have a coach from one of the northern states, Bauchi also. If you see the young boys he's bringing up, they are on fire. And that tells you that that coach knows what he's doing. So, and they're everywhere. They're everywhere. You just to be diligent and focused and discover them. And so we are going to create the enabling environment for the coaches. We'll encourage them. We'll give them all that they need to be able to do their work.
That's right. And where are we with the school sports program? Because of course we cannot neglect the grassroots.
No, we are taking the game back to schools. It's one of the major activities we'll be having next year. It's going to take a lot of planning, because it's not just to go there and say you want to play. They need equipment. And we need to also, the games masters of the schools that we are going to pick, we need to also bring them and give them the necessary tools to be able to coach the young children. So it's a lot of planning, but I can tell you that it's one of the major and critical programs we want to engage in next year.
Sounds good. Dorcas, before we let you go, #1 in Nigeria, #1 in Africa. Are you under any form of pressure?
Yes, especially in Africa, because when you don't attend tournaments, your rank gets getting reduced, because it's the number of the tournaments you attended and the level of where you get to, maybe it's quarter, semi-final. Okay, that gives you points. So it's a lot of pressure, because I have to attend more tournaments to get more points and to make it to Olympics 2020.
Wow.
So
that's just long-term goal. How do you cope with badminton in school?
Yes, I go for PT in my school. That is evening classes. But now I'm intending to go for the full-time, which before choosing school, I let them know what I'm into and who I am. And so I think with that and the assistant of the federation and my coach, so with the school, so I could be able to make it up, because sometimes even though I miss some texts, when I'm back, I go for it back, so it's given me a lot of chances to combine it together.
1 more minute before I wrap up this. I want to know what Ogun State has done for you. Has Ogun State Sports Council been supportive?
Yes. Because now, back there at home, they were waiting for me, because they said the commissioner wants to see me and welcome me so back then they were waiting for me, and you know, they're ready to sponsor some trip, the tournament, and with my coach. So they're doing very well, and I think they're giving employment now.
Wow.
Yes.
So sounds good. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Well
very
done,
much.
and then stay focused. I mean, it gets tougher now because you are the player to beat.
Very tough.
Thank you so much, Dr. Adeshokan.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for stopping by, and of course, President of the BFN, Mr. Francis Obi. Thank you so much for coming around.
Thank you.
And you guys stay focused. Keep doing what you're doing. So that's it. Badminton getting our attention tonight on the show. A Nigerian, Dr. Adeshokan. She is ranked #1 in Africa. Take that to the bank. Information that you can use, and it's in badminton. Yes, we're taking over Africa, and then after Africa, we rule the world.